And good morning, everyone. Welcome to Never Mind the Furthermore. I'm not quite ready yet, and if you haven't gotten your cup, you've got 1 minute to get it, all right? I'll be here waiting. All right, we'll see you. See you soon.
Seconds.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
How dare you!
Welcome to Never Mind the Furthermore, your morning dose of creative conversation and coffee with your host, Brian K. Morris, independent publisher, freelance hybrid author, award-winning playwright, Facebook famous YouTuber, and former mortician's assistant. Get ready to start your day off right.
And good morning, everyone. How the heck are you? Welcome to the Monday, February 21st edition of Never Mind the Furthermore. I'm your host, Brian K. Morris. Hope you're having an exceptional week so far, of what few hours there have been of it. But anyway, looks like warmer weather the next couple days, and then it's back to some precipitation here in Indiana. Oh boy. Anyway, we are glad you're here and hope to make this next 60 to 90 minutes, who knows how long, best time of your day. So anyway, let's start with giving some thanks to Plasma Fire Graphics. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you. When you've got a terrific book, you want a terrific cover for it, right? That's just what Jeffrey Hayes does at Plasma Fire Graphics. Check out the Facebook page for Plasma Fire Graphics and shoot on over to plasmafiregraphics.com, where you'll see more printed samples of Jeffrey's work, and then you can get his rates from there. And believe me, you will be amazed at how independent, creator friendly they are. As Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you, because it definitely matters to your readers. We're also brought to you by the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Rising Tide raises all ships, and we've got all kinds of cool stuff 7 days a week, a variety of things of major interest, I'm sure, to you. But anyway, check out the schedule. Check out our Facebook page for the Rising Tide Broadcast Network, and please give that a like while you're there. And also, thank you to our Patreon subscribers whose ongoing financial support of this show on a monthly basis helps keep us going. If you want to find out what we offer in exchange for your support, go to www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. And that is it. We got through everything. Had a good weekend. Got some editing done. Got some work out the door. God, my sideburns, you can tell where I slept last night. Good God. Anyway. But anyway, we've got our cafe ready. We're getting ready for some creative conversation with you. So let's fire that up real fast, and let's get to the start here. And our usual host, Mr. Nicholas Tockard of the Historical Fencing Guild, Friday nights at 8 p.m. on the Rising Tide Network. Good morning, Nevermorians. Good morning to you, sir. And while the early folks gather, let's get our creative mojo rolling as the week begins. As part of the pre-show, what are you doing to improve your craft? Practicing it. Actually, one thing is, I'm looking to get started on a rewrite of not a rewrite, but I got one of my short stories edited. And I'm not saying it was difficult, but it's a little tough to know your story's being edited when your editor's on the other side of the room going, so Oh dear. So anyway, my ego's in for a bruising later today. As soon as I finish editing the new Animalize script by Cindy Kep, and it's a goodie so far, believe me. And Carl Wilson, good morning, everyone. Come on up on the screen. There we go. Good morning to you, Carl. Hope you're doing well today. And wait a minute, Nick, are you saying that Uncle Carl needs to improve his craft? I can't see how. Well, there you go. Except perhaps to stop writing about perverts. Yeah, but I enjoy the attention. After this current work, I'm switching to espionage tales. That'd be fun. And hi, guys. Hi, gal. How you doing, Donna Carly? Carlene, good to see you. Hey, Donna. And Donna and I might have to leave early today to go to Champagne for lunch and Benny's, or Champagne for lunch at Benny's, knowing these guys. But anyway, that bar doesn't stock itself, folks. That's right. You got to give it a helping hand. Oh my God, I haven't been to Benny's in ages. It's sad when the only reason I feel the need to go back to Champaign, Illinois is to hit one of the liquor stores. Anyway, Mike, Jimmy, Lorsha de Bruin, jeez, everyone is in early again. Hey, you lovelies, Mike, Jimmy, mwah, glad to see you, sir. Hope all is well with you this morning. Congratulations on the Life at Cora campaign. Let us know how it's going. And that's right, Carl, says Donna. Hey, Mike, Jimmy, and everyone saying hello. And geez, is that hello in another language? And and Donna Carlene says, under group quality, it says group has some issues. I think it's rude to have them pointed out in such a callous manner. How shameful of Facebook. I think this group has a lot of the quality. So there. And where is that, Donna? Here? And group has some issues. That sounds like any collection of artists ever I heard it. Yeah, it doesn't go too far from writers either, so I hear. And everyone's laughing. And hello. Hey there, friends. Michaela J. Mwah, how was Iowa this weekend? Hope you did well. And no, in the Uncle Carl Secret Humor group, I'd say even more than here. That's probably true. And are you not paying attention to what I'm saying again? It's an ongoing thing, Don. It's a guy thing. And hey, Michaela, and oh well, that's a surprise to nobody. Yeah, you don't see me spinning my eyes spinning in my head about that. And everyone's saying hello to Michaela, and I'm out at the barn, so I got internet, so I'll try to keep up. That's good. Or as we say it around here, she's got internet. So anyway, please do. And I just paid the production for the plushies. OMG, 100 of them coming my way soon. That's awesome. And today is a good day. That's what I like seeing, Mike, Jimmy. I'm glad to see that. Check out Mike on Cora on Indiegogo. It's amazing. And tune in to Tidbits and Scribbles tonight for an update on my 2 latest Comic-Cons and writing info. Very cool. Yes, Michaela, says Carl Witzman. I will try to be there. And no, it's no surprise, but it's just funny reading it there. And we'll be there, Michaela. And thanks, Donna. And we should be back from our bar stocking adventure by there. It's going to be close, but they might make it. And wow, they've removed 2 pieces of content from the group. Wish they'd show us. Yeah, that's the thing. I've got like 2 dings on me from Facebook about posts. They won't let me see either one of them. They say, well, we've removed them, so you don't have to worry about them. It's like, well, I want to worry about them, because how am I to not do that again if I can't see an example of it? That's nuts. And Carl Wisman didn't see it. He's going to be right back. And the Eric Hawkins tried to post a photo of a Facebook ad, and they flagged him for it. Nice going, Facebook. Maybe because I bet that's probably because Facebook didn't want this guy getting any free advertising for what he's paying for. And that sounds very typically Facebook. Yeah. No nudity on Facebook unless you pay to post it, or you have a secret group and they don't look at it. And good morning, Sarah. So I hear. And Sarah, morning to you. How are you today? And everyone's saying hello. And hi, Skunk Rocker. How you doing? Hope you had a great weekend, buddy. And hey, Skunk, unfortunately, as the leader of the Facebook group, I was able to view the partial nudity and save the photo. Remember your less fortunate friends. And hello, Skunk Rocker and Carl Witzman. They're called Perks, and we love them, says Mike Jimmy. And Sarah, I look at the chat at some of the weirdest things sometimes. Yeah, you picked the wrong time to be here, Sarah. And how come I couldn't? Which ones were they? And life is better with unexpected chats. And I'll share it during the next green room. Oh, now you're making me show up now, huh? And like you're going to remember by then. That's true. One trip to Benny's, and Carl becomes a total amnesiac. And hello, the Eric Hawkins. Good to see you, Pro Slayer. And morning from Sarah. And there is the miscreant, the Eric Hawkins, right now. You're being talked about, the Eric. And everyone's saying hello to him. And hello, the Eric whom my kitty adores. And it's about time, says Skunk Rocker. And Brian, don't lie, you're never completely ready for the amount of posts we put in this chat even before you go live. That's true. That is true. I'm certainly not prepared for them, which I recognize is one of the joys of this program, and at the same time, its greatest challenge. So, but by the same token, I quote Jack Nicholson from Batman, wait till they get a load of me. As Luke Stone keeps saying, how do you get away with saying that stuff? And I got a Facebook violation for sharing an image of a Facebook sponsored ad. That makes no sense whatsoever. Unless they're afraid, oh my God, he got an extra view out of that thing. Oh no, we didn't charge him for that. And we were just discussing that, Eric. And speaking of miscreants, hello, it's time for BKM. And Cindy kept, happy bank holiday. That's true. Today is a bank holiday. It's President's Day here in the United States. I can remember back in my misspent youth, we got to celebrate Washington's birthday in February. And then I think this is what President's Day is. It's George Washington's birthday. And then we also got to take off for Abraham Lincoln's birthday. But the state of Illinois probably figured, we can't have that. Can't give those kids 2 days off from school. So they combined them into one. And Scott Crocker says, I want to be on the outlier and refer to him as an Eric. He is an Eric among Erics. He truly is. And it's crazy, Carl. I saved the pic, too, and sent it to Facebook with a big FU, and then the ad showed up again. What was the product for? Maybe we all get to see it that way. And floating the boats, that's what I try to do. I try to float your boat when I'm on Smashboard. Cindy kept glad to see you here. CKOEPP.com. Cindy, I'm up to page 14. Okay. And good morning from the desk of the Small Press Publisher, Saturday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central, and that's Mr. Joe D. McPhee. Check out his show. I got to check out the Dawes. The Dawes epic continues, and I'm really looking forward to. I really want to learn that thing. I really do. And Teresa Dunn, good morning, Brian. Never mornings. Good morning to you, Teresa. Mwah. Hope Albert is out of the hospital soon. And morning, Brian. Did Madam Executive get the day off? No, Joe, she did not. She is inspecting cars even as we speak, making sure they are safe for your purchasing pleasure. So, nope, she didn't. I'm alone in the house getting work done, drinking a lot of coffee, probably take a nap later. So, I didn't get much sleep last night because I was watching the same show you were last night at about, 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock your time. I was there too. And, yeah. Anyway, Cindy Kemp is getting the goat. I'm all about the greatest of all times. Check me out on Amazon.com. And part of me wants to see the Eric search history. Part of me is terrified. I've decided with my computers, I'm not going to tell anyone the passcode so that Cookie knows it actually, but don't check my search history. For the love of God, don't check my search history. And hey, Teresa from Carl. And morning, Teresa. Hope is all well with you and Albert. And Cryptic Creature features Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, who is not a cryptid, or so he says, as he behaves very cryptically. Anyway, check him out on Amazon. Great stuff. And as part of the post show, what are you doing to improve your Kraft mac and cheese? I had frozen peas in mine and let them cook in the pasta for about the last 2 minutes. And then by the time you add the cheese and all the stuff that makes it palatable and probably deadly for you, then the peas have thoroughly cooked through, and it adds a little bit of nutrition and some delightful color. The green is a good contrast to the yellow. So anyway, Rick Bradley, good morning, never mornings. Good morning to you, superstar. Hope you're doing well. And hello all, says Nick Tucker. Glad to see the positive turnout on a Monday. Yes, I'm glad to see it too. I was checking my stats the other day. We're getting more people watching for a longer time, but I've actually lost some subscribers. Now, I'm sure that's inactive accounts, but just the same, studying and trying to do new stuff is how I improve my craft. Yep. and I said it kind of frivolously earlier, but actually practicing my craft is how I improve it. And I'm actually looking forward to the edit I have to do later on a short story I've done for Prose Press. That I learn stuff from every edit. And like I said, it's a little nerve wracking when my wife is making noises while she's editing, which she does occasionally when she's frustrated about something, and then to realize it's my manuscript she's editing. The editor at Prose Press said, "Well, Cookie, do you mind criticizing someone you sleep with?" And she's like, "I've been doing that for years on his work. It's like, bring it." And I had to reassure the publisher that no, Cookie does not give even the remotest of damns about my feelings. So yeah, just go ahead and send it to her. And anyways, it kept seems I've hit the nail on the head. So does John B. Pica. Check him out at johnpica.com, and also Nightbreak, his new book on Amazon. And Catching a Tiger by the Tail, that's plain to see. Check out that YouTube channel there. And I think it's Ryan Permissons, if I'm not mistaken. And Good Morning Multiverse from John B. Pica. We were just talking about you. Hope you're doing well, and happy Monday to you, my friend. Hope all is well. And that was the Dastardly Dingoes podcast, 7 p.m. Tuesday nights Eastern Time. And Nick Tucker says, "Well, Skunk, I prepare my Kraft mac and cheese in the Nukeable Cup, add tuna and Frank's Red Hot Spice." Ooh, that's, I would do that too as kind of a faux tuna casserole too. I'd open a can of tuna, drop that in after everything's mixed up, and then sprinkle some crushed potato chips on top. And it's not healthy, but it's good eats. And hi, everyone from William A. Bove. Good to see you, my friend. Hope all are well. Hi, Brian Cookie. Hope all are well with you guys. Much love back at you. And yeah, everything's going great around here. We are happy. Things are going well. Work is getting out the door. I made a blog entry this morning, which you can see if you go to risingtide.pub. Or no, it's not there. Excuse me. It's on my Patreon page. That's who I do it for. I ought to share some of them at Rising Tide, though, sometime. But anyway, Cindy Kemp says, "Nerd culture is catching the bull by the horns." I love it. And love you, Amy Hale. Mwah. Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Nick Tucker wants to say, "Mike, Jimmy, where did you commission your plushies?" That's not code, people. And from the Small Press Publisher, something positive happened yesterday. I saw pages 1 and 5 of the story I was hired to write. They came out great. That is much as I can say due to NDA, and we will not press you any further on that. But that's good to hear. That's good to hear, sir. I love hearing that. And good that you're moving forward on that. That is super. And Mike Jimmy says, Nick Tucker, they are being manufactured in China, so it's a minimum order of 100. It's mass production rather than commission based. Oh, okay, that's cool. Michaela J says, "I read an article that's given me an idea." Calm down, just a marketing idea, hoping to up my book sales. Well, we could all use that, could we not? Anyway, sounds good. Yeah, I can't wait till you test that out. That'd be nice. And Cindy Kemp says, "From the desk of the Small Press Publisher, flocking together with birds of the feather." And speaking of which, that's great, Cindy. Thank you, CKOEPB.com. And speaking of birds of a feather, there's Ted Davies Archery. Good morning to you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. And I was just wondering what service you use, asked Nick Tucker. And thank you for sharing this, Ryan. It is greatly appreciated. And there's no such thing as a secret group on Facebook. Zuck is always watching. That's true. We ought to form a page on Facebook with all kinds of deep fakes of Zuckerberg doing embarrassing and horrifying things. That would be interesting. See how long that lasts. To say nothing of us. Anyway, Saving 9 with a Stitch in Time. That's Amy Hale. Check out her brand new book, Neurosis. It is a super, super read. You will sure enjoy it. And see you on TED Talks tomorrow. Comic-Con Setup and Etiquette. There's a lot of people who could use a lesson in etiquette at comic conventions on both sides of the table. Yeah, it's like, I was at a show a couple of years ago, and one artist was there that I heard what he liked to do is he liked to get one table. He'd rent one table, and then he would push off the stuff of the tables around him so he could set up all of his stuff. And of course, he is a name in the industry, and so the convention owners are not going to have a word with him. So He's a pain in the butt. Anyway, but a lot of people could use that. That sounds like fun, Ted. We'll try to catch that tomorrow at 10 a.m., 9 a.m. Central Time on the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Ryan Permisson, good morning, Nevermoreans. How are you? Help us reach 700 subscribers and follow us for more nerdy content at It's Nerd Culture. And if you get the hankering, please check out johnpica.com. You should. You will be grateful, I tell you, for seeing all the stuff this amazing man does. And from That's a Small Press Publisher, you can't pay to post nudes on Facebook. I defied Facebook when paying for ads for primetime Saturday night over that fact, over some of the wrestling attire not meeting terms of service. And there's the whole 9 yards from Michaela Jade. She's got that Warriors trilogy. Do check it out. And Mike Jimmy Lordship Bruin says, Nick Tucker, and I can send you the profile of them on Alibaba if you want to see for yourself. There's pictures of the plushie itself on his Facebook page as well. Oh, and John B. Piker reminds you, also check out backofthecerealbox.fun for some great broadcasting there. And while we're at it, the www.impossibilists.com. And if you want to be a guest on And I Quote with Ryan Permisson, they are live on Saturdays at noon Eastern, but if you need to record, they can do that. They have friendly conversation. You promote your projects, get yourself on the schedule there. And I really want to set up merch, but am researching services. Thanks, Mike Jimmy. And yeah, Nick, I know that Patreon has it, but I'm just the prices elsewhere are more competitive, I think. So anyway, John Pica says, I was banned from posting or advertising for 90 days on a post I would posted 2 years ago, 2 years earlier, but I'm not bitter. Oh, it shows that you aren't, John. Yeah, I can see you hold no grudges. And we still have Lincoln birthday in Illinois. Yeah, but we don't really take off the schools last I saw, at least I didn't. Anyway, no problem, man. Any way I can help, just hit me up. Thank you, Mike Jimmy. You're great. And Amy Hale's great, too. I'm off today, too. My boss keeps banker hours. I'm not complaining. That's good. Get a day off and get some writing done. Good day. I saw your blog entry the other day, or your newsletter, I think it was. You're fired up again. I like that. That makes me happy. Sarah says, just as I tune in on spontaneity, I see random weirdness as I'm out and about. Love the laughs when it happens. That's all. That's what comprises this show, Sarah, is random weirdness. So, and I'm trying to bring my share. In fact, I'm overcompensating. And Cindy Kemp says, Omaha QuadCon Comic and Toy Show, March 5th through the 6th is kicking tires and lighting fires. Go to quadcitycon.com for more information. And check out our discussion of the Boba Fett finale at that address there with Ryan Permisson and John B. Pica. Thanks, Cindy. And Eric Hawkins says the ad was porn, full penetration for hemp oil, doggy style, spiraled out over a desk. Oh, my gosh. Wow. Well, I guess they know who their target audience is. Anyway, Ryan Permisson says, check out our interview with Ryder Gunby Fleming at that address there. And a redhead, too, Eric. Very nice. Carl Witzman approves. And Cindy Kemp says the Historical Fencing Guild is cutting it fine. They are so fine like a good wine. Check them out every Friday at 8 p.m. on YouTube. And check out the latest episode of And I Quote with sci-fi writer Megan Morrison. Sorry I messed that up. Anyway, check it out on Ryan's And I Quote show. It's great. And Spectre Cookie. Okay, yeah. I can't sing that, though. I can't remember all the notes. That's funny, Nick. And my search history is clear daily and mostly research. Mostly. Yeah, mine's all research. You just don't need to know what I'm researching because it has no project. And Cindy Kemp says Comic Related Madness is a horse of a different color. Check it out. This weekend's going to be CrowdCon, right? Or did it just happen? I'm losing track of time. And our interview with comic book writer Grant Lankard, there it is on YouTube. You'll want to check that out, as well as the talk with Jim Beard, a great writer, good friend. And Cindy Kemp is getting the early birds worm. That is Luke Stone, who is back on his feet. I saw he was conducting his services yesterday at his church, and that made me happy to see. He still has... he had a tracheotomy, and he still has that voice that makes me wonder if he doesn't dare ask anyone what they're wearing. You know what I'm saying? But it's a sexy, sexy voice. Anyway, Cindy is here early. Cindy is here early, says from the small desk of the Small Press Publisher. Show her some love. Check out her work at ckoepp.com and definitely sign up for her newsletter. It's a great read. It really is. And I'm 10 people away from 600. I'm so close. It's like being close to... Never mind. And if you're like me, when you're waiting for that thing, it's like you're right on the edge. for the longest time, to the point where you're almost in torment. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, audio versions are now available of And I Quote at Spreaker.com at that address. Check that out. And Venturing and Gaining, BearPublications.com. Check them out. They have those copies of Animal Eye, plus all kinds of great Animal Eye merch they do have. And bring Cookie home. Thank you, Ryan. That is our goal. And Blue Motion, good morning. Greetings to you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Check out works from Warrant Publishing. Lou's getting a lot of his work in the Shudder magazine, and was it Vampirist Camilla? And great stories, Lou. I've been really enjoying them. And thank you, Cindy, for posting our link. Yes, thank you, Cindy, for being so on the job here. You're amazing. And Gathering No Moss on the Rolling Stone. There's Eric Hawkins. You can find his work on Comixology. He's awesome. And yeah, I'm working today as well. Why doctors could close their offices today, I don't know. I could be writing now, but no. Doctors want their claim money. Well, I know, right? Good God, greedy. Okay, so anyway, let's see. And we're almost caught. Are we close to catching up? Oh no, we're still behind. Anyway, I need to question Nick and Brian's choices in nutrition. I take it you mean Rodman's, because mine is pretty, much the same. And that was it. Anyway, and on my YouTube channel, you can be a sub too, to author Michaela Jade, and that is code. Anyway, Nick Tucker says, look, I don't know who those blurry pictures were of. I have an alibi, dang it. I was playing BSR with Big Stompy Robots with Biggie, Mothman, and Diana of the Dunes. See, not encrypted. Of course you weren't, Nick. I know you're lying. You're not lying, Nick. You swear on those horns on your head. And great Michaela Jade says, Small Desk Publisher. And Playing Curiosity, but no cats killed at BrianRodman.com. Not even bruised. And plug for the latest Vampirello's Camilla and Shutter Stories, the upcoming Neutral Comic, and Crom Novella and the pending Frankenstein 3. Lou, you've been busy, buddy. I like seeing that. And Cindy Kemp is not looking gift horses in the mouth when she goes to stormgatepress.com. All kinds of great publications, including Pulp Reality. It's great. And Ryan Permison bought a few trades and movies this weekend, including manga and more. Saw the movie 48 Hours, and it was great. Eddie Murphy owned that bar scene. Thank you all for your suggestions. Yeah, another 48 Hours is not quite as good, but it's still entertaining. It's kind of like most sequels. It's not too bad. It's good stuff. I like 48 Hours. Haven't seen that in ages. And even after the weekend, we're still at 40 backers for Life on Korra number 5, 190 euros away from our next stretch goal. 23 days left, and keeping up the good spirits. Well, you're doing great, Mike Jimmy. Keep up the good work. I expect a lot of success with that. And Counting Only Hatched Chickens, that's Hyper Sandy Books. That's book reviews from Down Under on YouTube. Check them out. Rick Bradley says, so there's this really cool Amazon author page at that address there, R. Bradley. You should really go to. It's got 4 books that will combat your boredom and treat it like it should be. Nightmare Collective, Marvin's Night Out, and the award-winning Pulp Reality number 1, and Tales of the Weird and Strange. I feel targeted with that last one. But anyway, do check out Rick Bradley's work. He's quite exceptional. He's a good author. And making the cover with which the book is judged, then you can go to Roll Cruz and ArtStation. Roll is the artist on Cindy Kemp's Animal Eye. And join us Saturday at 12 Eastern, noon, for And I Quote with artist Clayton Merwin, the hero maker himself. That's going to be lively. You're going to love it. Good interviews from Ryan there. And have a safe and productive day, everyone. You too, my friend. You take care of yourself. And keeping a bird in the hand and admiring the two in the bush, that's Victoria Adams. She can do that. She can multitask. You should too. And Lou Motion says, also, we have a goodie, Unlives Matter and Dark Sister from Indelible. And an upcoming one-shot from them at Dunk and Lou. Well, that's cool. Very cool, Lou. Keep up the good work, man. It's good to see you here. And Cindy kept making wrongs right. That is SL Roland there. Check out SL's work. And AuthorAmyHale.com. Watch for updated branding soon. Looking forward to that. I love your logo. Don't change that. And never late, always better. Ye Old Dragon Books. You meet the dragons there. And John B. Pica says, Back of the Cereal Box just ranked 147 in hobby podcasts in Hong Kong. Hong Kong. Yeah. Way to go, John. It reminds me of the old song from Dr. Demento, Irving, the 142nd fastest gun in the West. 141 could shoot faster than he, so Irving went looking for 143. So, but anyway, no, that's quite an accomplishment, John. That's nothing to mock. I take it back. But anyway, that's good stuff, John. Way to go. And Denver Martires is having his cake and eating it too. Go to DeviantArt there and look for the Raider 05. Denver Martires is the color artist on Animal Eye and does great work. And Drink 'em with the Davies on Friday. Chris and Ted mix up the smoking hookah blue caterpillar cocktail. Say that 10 times fast. Anyway, that's going to be a good show. And the magic of Jake. Hi, Brian. How are you doing? Let's see. Doing okay. Just got done selling some more stuff, and my close-up magic is now gone. I now have only silks, ropes, and flowers. My diet is working. I'm now 240. Congratulations, Jake. Keep up the good work there. And practicing perfection. That's Damian Waldron at Studio Hubris at Wixsite.com. Check it out. Good stuff there. He redesigned my website also, as well as Cindy's, and he's available for hire. So, did you know, asks Rick Bradley, that the video game Devil May Cry came from an early build for a Resident Evil sequel? The action was way too fast for a survival horror game, but instead of scrapping it, they changed the characters and the story. Find out more gaming facts on R&D Gaming, coming soon to the Rising Tide. Can't wait. And Stopping to Smell the Roses, that's Bobby Nash, also at BobbyNash.com. Good to see that listing there. And it's always good to see Damian Waldron. Hello, my good and decent. Okay, my friends. Anyway, Damian, love you, man. Hope you and your lady are doing well this morning. Glad to see you. And Seeking and Finding, that's Renmelian. She is the hunter-gatherer of all things artistic. Check her out at renmelian.com. She's got a lot of good material there. She really does. And Luke told me he can preach every other week. Just a bit of info. That's good to see, though, Sarah. Considering where he was a few months ago. So yeah, I'm glad to see him returning to the pulpit there. And Safe but Not Sorry, that's Teresa Dunn with her 2 books of poetry expressions, available now on Amazon. And Michaela Jane, in the words of Les Brown, stay busy, gotta head out. All right, hon, we'll see you tonight. You take care of yourself. And Damian Waldron says, Jody McPhee made a really valid point last night on J.D. Calderon's show about accountability. I'm taking his words to heart, and I'm asking for the good people of the Rising Tide to hold me accountable for my creative endeavors. I will. I'll set you a new deadline. How's that? No, I haven't watched JD's show yet. I was engaged elsewhere. So anyway, but I do plan to go back and watch that. There was some other stuff brewing at the time, unfortunately. But no, accountability is something right now that we all could stand a little bit of. I think. Wait a second. Let me get the banner ready. I realize I'm pontificating again. Stand down, Carl. I'm okay. Let's see. Here we go. The opinions expressed on this program are those of the hosts, the guests, as well as the audience, and are not necessarily the opinions of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network or any other rational human on Earth. Anyway, that's something that especially when you deal with others, you need to be held accountable. Even if security is one thing, but the thing is, you got to be transparent with your collaborators. That's the thing. I try to be with mine, and it's a good lesson for all of us. So anyway, I'm going to check out JD's show later on today, I hope. Anyway, the magic of Jake to answer that mac and cheese question. I put cottage cheese, baked beans on applesauce with the mac and cheese. It's delicious. Wow. Well, I'll tell you what, I like cottage cheese on tossed salad. So anyway, that's cool. And John Pica says, Nick Tucker, my lunch was actually approved as a perfect lunch by my nutritionist. Yeah, my lunch was approved by my nutritionist, which happened to be me. So I eat crap. Anyway. And I drink a lot of coffee. That's what we do here. So anyway, Damian Waldron says, I'll be posting my weekly schedule every Monday for people to keep me on task. If you're willing, definitely, sir. We'll be glad to help you. Well, my blog on Patreon today, I'm holding myself accountable. I'm doing a listing of all the projects I've got for the year. And I realize I've set myself quite a task to get a lot of it done. There's maybe 1 or 2 items that may not get done this year, but everything is pretty much in order. The first half will definitely get done. The last half We'll hope. Anyway, but yeah, we'll be working on our stuff today too. And the Magic of Jake. I read the Phantom of the Opera book. I was confused. Why did the Phantom go to the theater in the first place? Hiding mostly. You can go back and reread it, or go to the Wikipedia entry for it if you want to catch up there. And felling great oaks with mighty strokes. That's the hero maker. That's Clayton Merwin. Check out his amazing art on his Facebook page and his website. And very good to see. Speaking of Luke, I agree, Sarah. It makes me happy to see him up and about, and putting no carts in front of horses. That's our friend the Skunk Rocker, which, by the way, he also does videos. So if you need a great video trailer for your book or what have you, contact the Skunk Rocker, and he can fix you up. I'm not sure what that means in regards to what you're asking, Damien, but if I can help out, just tell me how. Sounds good, Skunk. It sounds like Damien's got some support, and that makes me happy. And like not all together. At first, I put on one plate, mix it all together with the mac and cheese. We're not here to food shame anyone, Jake. I had odd things to mind, so it's all good. And I caught up with all my links. How'd that happen? You got here an hour early, Cindy. That's how you did it. Good work, Cindy. Good work. CKOAPB.com. Check out her website. And please get something for her, okay? From her, rather. Because she does so much work for the rest of the community. And I would like to see, I'd like to see her sales go up as a result, all right? A tangible thank you from all of us. And John B. Pike, nothing from a box is nutritious, says the guy who eats cereal every Saturday morning. I was about to point that out, John. That, Kettle, thou art black. It's like, I think the morning I did your show at HalloCon was probably the most sugary cereal I've had in one sitting in quite some time. And the Magic of Jake says, was the theater the only place he could hide, or did he go there because of the music? I thought it's been years since I've read the book, but I thought it was because of the music, and that's where he fell in love with the girl. And don't forget to tip your host, thank you, darling, and bring Cookie home. That is our goal. That is our ever-loving goal. And we are now caught up with your comments until now. Anyway, the reason I mix food is I have 5 minutes to eat before Magic Show, so I eat it all at once to save time. Hey, that's fine. That is a good thing. Just be careful. Don't be eating that fast all the time, Jake, or you're going to undo your diet there, my friend. And Randy Zimmerman is back. He's up and working on comics now. Spoke to him briefly. Wish the catch-up wasn't during a particular event, but it's good to hear and talk to him. It's from the Excellent Small Press Publisher. Yeah, I talked to him briefly at the tail end of that, too. He's got he and the people from an incident that we're not going to talk about on here much is that some people were how's the nice way to say it, compelled to make comics that they now have no outlet for, and so they are launching a campaign, a crowdfunding campaign to sell these books and make their money back, because getting them printed has created a financial drain on them, and so they need to move this product as quickly as possible. I am going to be getting it. I'm going to order mine before the end of the day, I think. Or no, I can't. It hasn't launched yet. But anyway, I've got it down that I can. I'll get notified when it starts. That's it. I've got 2 or 3 that I'm keeping an eye on. But anyway, it's an unfortunate situation, but they're trying to make the best of it. So it's going to be 7 creators, 9 books, some great work from people like Luke Stone, Randy Zimmerman, J.D. Calderon, and there's a couple more in there that I know. But anyway, please check it out. We'll keep you posted on that. And yeah, that's the only time I eat fast, other than I try to enjoy food most as I can. It's really helping my diet, eating slow. Yes, it will. Because then you stop eating when you stop being hungry. That's what I still eat like I'm in college is the problem. And I have to really start slowing down again. And Mike Jimmy says, I was really happy to see them put the comics out to Indiegogo. The titles in there are amazing. Yeah, Russ Leach is the other one I was trying to think of. I'm sorry, Russ, if you're listening. I blanked out on your name. Had a short night. Anyway, sign up for the Rising Tides newsletter. Thank you. You can do that at risingtide.pub. And Carl Westman says, oh, good to hear the group got their comics back. Hope they can see them. Yeah, my understanding is, Carl, here I am talking about it. The artists are in possession of their comics, as I understand it. So that part is good. There's still going to be some fallout. I don't know if you were watching the show last night. But it's, in short, people, it is a situation where someone thought they were getting a deal to get their comics and some friends' comics into Spencer's gift, but it turns out that it was probably a well-orchestrated scam. So a lot of people are out a lot of money right now, and I promised I'd help Randy, Luke, and Nita Lanning, help spread the word about it. So we will be once that's launched. And go check out the back of the cereal box. There's all kinds of games and puzzles on it. Why? Oh, you meant the channel on YouTube, Cindy. I got confused for a moment. And one really good thing my dad told me, he said, you now have a flat stomach. I'm really happy you went through with your diet. Well, good for you. And don't die. Go feed yourself. You deserve it. I'm not hungry. I had a bowl of cereal before I came onto the show. I've been drinking coffee. I'm just tired. I'm just really tired this morning. So we caught up. We have caught up again. And so what we're going to do is let's run some short. We're going to call them short films. That way you won't think they're advertising.
From author Brian K. Morris comes an epic tale of armor forged by a god, a hero forged by courage, and an ancient menace poised to re-emerge and threaten our world. Volcana, Rebirth of the Champion, is available on Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
Hi, I am Joe D. McPhee. I am the host of From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher, and I want to cordially invite you to watch our show Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. On our show, we will have different guests as well as talk about the comic book industry and pop culture. And every so often, I might actually do a drawing session or a 3D rendering session every here and there. So once again, I want to invite you to watch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher right here on the broadcast channel that you're looking at, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hope to see you there, and make certain that you catch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks.
Secrets, trust, worth. The bond between souls intertwined within otherworldly intrigue. Michaela J. brings forth the Elite Warrior series, a collection of of dark fantasy romance novels set in a twisted world where power lusts in the hearts of men and devotion seduces the souls of women. Warrior's Secret. Warrior's Trust. And Warrior's Worth. Available now at authormichaelajade.com.
And that is a group of our very talented friends there we wanted to say some nice words about. And speaking of nice words, let's get back to yours. Eric Hawkins, is there a pre-launch sign-up page? Yes, sir, there is. Let me see if I can find it here. They didn't like that. They didn't like that. And let's see here. Closing stuff here. And trying to get back to... Okay, hold on here. Let's close that. And try to get to my page. There we go. And I will try to find that address if I can. And still thinking. And going over here. And okay. And then, cool. All right. And Mike Jimmy. Oh, that's a pretty little dragon, Mike Jimmy. That is very cool. And let's see. There's all kinds of people here. And let's see if I can get down to where I'm at. Okay, here we go. There we go. All right. I didn't get the link transferred. Let me check later. I will try to get that link there for you. But yeah, there is one on Indiegogo. It is gosh, what is it? It's called The Long Shots, okay? So that's what you'd be looking for, Eric, The Long Shots. We'll try to find it. And which cereal was it? It was Corn Checks I had before the show because I like them. And yes, I happen to hear from him. I still don't want to be cutthroat business-like on here. And the matter that not to be mentioned, however, all has the means to recoup money and product. Yeah, that's the one part I like about it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's real. It's kind of tough, especially when we have friends involved with this, right? And anyway, Cindy Kemp says, a man, a miss, a curve, a kiss. He kissed the miss and missed the curve. Burma shave. I love those old signs. I remember I lived in Georgetown, Illinois, a tiny little community 10 miles south of Danville, Illinois, which is also a small community. But there was a thing that was put up by the Future Farmers of America on the way out of town. And it was, what was it? Baggy clothes, unshielded picker makes a wife a widow quicker. So anyway, that's good stuff. And from Nessa Small Press Publisher, people lost time, but that was expected. I approach some things like Q tells Bond all the time, never let them see you hurt and always have an escape plan. This is why Q will always be greater than Bond. Exactly. Yeah, there's a little bit I understand that too. But as we saw last night, there should have been some transparency as well. And sorry if we're vague booking people, but contact me in private and I'll let you know what it is. But yeah. There should have been a lot more documentation, certainly a lot more contracts, and a lot more effort on everyone's part to try to get the information. And tonight, check out Tidbits and Scribbles at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. And that's good to hear, Jody. Exactly. And Indiegogo projects, The Long Shots. Thank you, Damien. Thank you. You are amazing, good friend. Thank you. There it is. And I'm going to pin that up. We'll try to have some more on that later. But yeah, excellent. And there's that music, an enchanting voice. I love it. That is the Skunk Rocker's voice, my dear. And yeah, he's got sexy, sexy voice. I'm telling you. I wish I had one like that. But alas, I must make do. Oh, but anyway, the magic of Jake. In your opinion, which animal is more beautiful, a butterfly or a peacock? I'm wondering because I want to produce one of those silks, but I'm not sure which one. I'm not sure that I have a preference, Jake. I'd have to think about it. But what fits into your magic motif more easily? And popping in the chat here and there, a lot to accomplish. That's true, Sarah. You've got a lot of things to do today, young lady, and good luck at it. All right, I expect a progress report tonight. And Cindy kept figured out my taxes yesterday. Ooh, for the first time, I actually made money from writing and crafting. Congratulations. Not a lot. Sure can't lose the day job yet, but something. It's all from cons. My online sales are still abysmal. Fortunately for me, I have to say my online sales improved last year. They keep getting better. I still couldn't afford a box to live in down at the park, but just the same, I did better this year than last. I actually made a profit this year too, so I'm happy about that. And hello, beautiful people. That must be my darling Keisha Acuff. Mwah, hello, beautiful you. Hope you're doing well this morning. And a gazillion Kickstarters Indigos are live. Is there a list of which ones are where? Wow, that's the truth. And I can see where a lot of people get Kickstarter, burned out. Crowdfunding fatigue. I expect there's going to be a bubble bursting soon on that. Especially since there are a number of campaigns that basically they take your money and then they don't give you anything for it. So, they don't fulfill their pledge. I've had a couple of those already. And one was from a good friend of mine. So anyway, the only place to find that is to go onto the Kickstarter or Indiegogo and just do a search for it is the thing. And that's the thing. So that's what some people do. When I've been involved in several campaigns, either as the owner or an editor. And it's amazing how many people, what percentage of people actually go to the site like Indiegogo or Kickstarter and go there to look for comics. It's not that they've heard about it and want to pledge. It's just they're like, I want to buy some comics. Let's go look here. So that's pretty cool. And for the National Small Press Publishers, thanks, Cindy. That is history there. And Magic of Jake says, like, when either one appears, I want the audience to go like, wow, that's beautiful. But I'm not sure which one is more beautiful. I'm not sure which one is either, but definitely, pick one. You pick one. Seriously. And I miss cons, says Nick Tucker. My online sales are dubious at best. My Patreon is my primary creative income until I can do cons and programs. Yeah, I've got a convention a week from this Saturday, Kokomo Con, new location. We'll get you that address later on. But if you signed up for my monthly newsletter, you know where it is, even if I don't. But anyway, but cons will be coming back soon, Nick. We're gonna get you at a few of them. And Johnny Pike and Jake, why not produce a real butterfly? Why just produce a picture on a handkerchief? There are dozens of ways to produce butterflies, but that's not my business. Oh, John, it is your business. We owe it to teach the next generation. As we're reaching up, John, we should always be reaching back to help others climb up the ladder. So, but that's great. I had forgotten about that. There are ways to do live critters. So, Jake, you probably would make a better impression if you did that. You might think about that, sir. And cons are back. They're coming back in slowly, but a lot of that's, one is COVID, and two is the weather. And God knows we've been having weather. And John, one word, PETA. I don't know about that. If you were to do a trick where the butterfly is released, let's say. Now, if you had a peacock, yeah, you might be in trouble. But I would do butterflies, and but if you let the butterfly go free, how can they get mad at you? See? And my Patreon account pays for part of my Patreon expenses. Yeah, I'm in a similar boat too, Cindy. I've been doing trades too. So, and don't get me ranting, says from the National Small Press Publisher. You won't like me when I'm ranting. I have issues as with crowdfunding as a revenue stream. I think there are too many creators who are basically making their nut off of crowdfunding rather than producing quality, quality series of books. And I'm seeing people that make, decent campaigns, but they're all one-shot comics. It's kind of preying on people. It's like, yeah, I've got this series of comics. Here's the number one. Oh yeah, I've got 200 number ones that I've made. That's kind of that's not good. I don't back those. I also I back very few campaigns where they don't have the product in hand. I backed one, it was about a year ago, I think, and it took forever to get it. I think they missed their deadlines a lot, and I'm looking at the art and going, how did you miss your deadlines? You're inking with a ballpoint pen. So anyway, COVID is over, according to Fauci. Well, we'll see. Let's hope he's right. Anyway, I don't want to get in trouble with PETA. I've had other magicians get sued by them. Dude, I'm telling you, if you release the butterfly, you should be fine. If you injure the butterfly, that's another issue. All right? So my Patreon goes to guild costs and system improvements. Very good, very good. And, okay, Jake, look at paper butterflies. You're the expert. I mean, what would I know? That's right, John. Know your role. Stay in your lane, young man. Come on. Anyway, no, John. Anyway, no, paper butterflies would work too if you're worried. But I think live butterflies would be awesome. And then you make a big show of setting them free. I think that'd be a beautiful moment. And good Monday morning, everyone, from Jessica Johnson. Mwah. Good to see you, sweetheart. Hope you're doing well. Check out the Heroes for Kids Marysville, Missouri page for some great cosplay that goes to benefit the kids in the community. And also sign up for the Heroes for Kids Comic Con. I've got to get the paperwork and money to you. Jess, don't let me off the hook. Please remind me if I don't get it to you by the end of this week. I'm such a goob. Anyway, if the Super Bowl could happen with no restrictions, so can conventions. Yeah, but you got to figure it's football. A lot of those people, not dealing with the best of brightest. Anyway, it's a mercy killing. Anyway, from Magic and Jake, which species of butterfly would you recommend? The kind that fly? I really have no preference, Jake. I'm the wrong person to ask. And my dad would disagree that COVID is over. He's doing better now. Cindy, I agree. Yeah, I think John had his tongue firmly in his cheek. And there's my Jen Thompson. Mwah, the Indie Author Expo. The Indie Author Expos are happening this year. They're going to be great shows. I'm looking forward to it. I will be in West Des Moines and in Peoria, Illinois this year. Maybe more, depending on where Jen schedules them. But please give Jen some love here. She's also a fantastic author, a beautiful lady, and we adore her. Mwah. Jen, thank you for being here. I love you. Leave a link to your website, would you please, darling? And I use monarchs, but they're endangered. Then you're not going to use them, Jake. That's bottom line. And PETA is a non-issue, but let's hold on to that. I know, John. I know. Yeah, I don't think PETA's going to lose their crap over butterflies unless you use monarch butterflies, and then you're in trouble. That and conventions don't make Super Bowl money. Yeah, there we go. And use your best judgment and stay home if you're not feeling well, says Jen Thompson. Agreed completely. Yeah, it's up to all of us. How safe do you feel? I was in a theater Friday night. We saw a wonderful production of La Cage aux Folles here at the Civic Theater. And it was magnificent. It was fantastic. And kudos to the cast and everyone involved in that production. And it's a special show for me because when I left Illinois, I was doing community theater in Danville, Illinois. And that was the last show I performed in over there. And I just had a wonderful time. And it's a play that Danville, Illinois should have had. So anyway, Jake says the virus isn't over. I got it, and it sucks. Yeah, there we go. And Jessica Johnson says Heroes for Kids Comic-Con on July 16, 2022. Proceeds to benefit the Shriners Hospital for Children. This is not related. And Community Counseling Center Foundation. I will be there. Jessica, please force me to send you money in a contract. I promise I want to be there. And John Pica says, according to the CDC, we will have reached herd immunity in 4 weeks. Yeah, they've gotten everything else right so far. I think they're overestimating the intelligence of the collective humanity here. You know what I'm saying? And yes, sir, link's coming. Thank you, darling. Mwah. There's your reward. And according to symptoms, I've had COVID for 20 years. My problem is, John, every time I get something like sniffles or a headache or, like I had a little bit of the two-step a couple weeks ago. My first thought was, I've got it. It finally nailed me, but no, such was not the case. But I'm ready now. I got my government-issued COVID tests now, so I'm prepared for the plague now. And would making a dog appear work? I might buy one when I get in big theaters. That would work. But just, you got to be humane to the animal. That's all. And I'll message the boss. Jessica, you are the boss. What are you talking about? And there's one virus I hate. Oh, I'm not touching that one, Jake. I am not touching that one because I love my mother-in-law. I talked to her yesterday for 20 minutes about it. It was great. I love my mother-in-law. I'm not going to read that, Jake. Forget you. Anyway, Jen Thompson, find out more about our expos at www.iabe515.wordpress.com or IABE here on Facebook. An assemblage of fantastic writers are going to be invading a number of communities and get to the one closest to you or get to the ones farthest away. You could use a day off. I'm looking at you. You look tired. Take a day off, okay? Anyway, thank you, Jen. Love you, sweetie. And we're caught up again. Let's see. And that's the point, Jake. You don't have a mother-in-law. I do. Many of us here do. I love my mother-in-law. I really do. She is as wonderful to me as my own mother was. So, and every bit as bewildered by me as she was. So yeah, I get it. And it goes both ways, Jen. Mwah. All right. Love you, sweetie. And my employer also believes the plague has ended. We are slated to return to work in April. We'll still get to play remote 2 times a week. Well, that's pretty good. I think I read somewhere that a number of companies are finding the advantage to working remotely in that, as long as the work gets done, it doesn't matter. And people are a little happier not having to drive or commute to work. And, the wheels of commerce keep moving. This isn't like, 100 years ago where, you went to where the work was. So, and the thing is, I do remote work. I just because I'm trapped in the house, pardon me, doesn't mean you guys are. But anyway, no, a lot of people just prefer working at home. No suit and tie unless you're on a Zoom call or something. And Jake, Jake, my ex-mother-in-laws are worse. Well, Jen, yeah, I know you've got a right to sing the blues, but and the reason why magicians don't make tigers appear anymore is because of PETA and the abuse of circuses. That is true. We all can't be Siegfried and Roy, but the thing is, just be cautious with the animals and treat them well, as long as they are well treated. Jake, that's the point. And I think you're stressing out a little much about it, so. We're fine. This discussion, Jake, is over about your animals. Get some butterflies. Anyway, and not the ones in your stomach before you perform. But anyway, and that is not true, Jake. I didn't think so, John. But anyway, we're shelving that discussion about the animals, okay? Effective immediately. So pull in your claws, everyone. Why take another drink of coffee and compose myself? Okay, much better. Anyway, but anyway, no, conventions are starting up, and I've got quite a few lined up, and thanks, Jen. I can always count on you. Oh, dino porn. Anyway, their subject's been changed. Thanks, Jen. I knew I could count on you, and John. You guys aren't helping. Okay, but what about me? Does this mean I'm no longer allowed to talk? You can talk. You have permission, skunk, but we're not going to worry about Jake's animals or PETA. And my team got moved to a new site, says Cindy, kept closer to me. Yay. They put us a small group of tech writers between two call centers next to the main corridor. Those folks will get used to the break room. What could go wrong? There's probably a TV movie in that, probably directed by Hal Needham. And thank you, Jen. Love you too. And lots of love, right? Anyway, well, we have to get ready to go to the store and then get some writing done later than tidbits and scribbles tonight. Sounds like fun, Carl. Have a good time at the big alcohol emporium. Wish I was there with you, and hopefully we'll see you tonight, Carl. You and Donna have a fantastic afternoon. And Pillow Pants, don't you start either. You're encouraging Sarah now. And I'm booked for 12 cons already this year and attending at least 4 more. Cons are back. And I have to agree with you there, John. I've got about a dozen-ish. And there's like 2 more I'm trying to get into, but I'm really trying to limit my appearances this year. I'm just going to the cool ones like IABE and Heroes for Kids. Do I know how to suck up to my promoters or what? But anyway, so yeah, I'm glad to see it too. And later, Donna, you guys be safe, all right? And have a good time in Champagne. And Jen Thompson says, Jake's just proud of his big kitties. Everybody should get a little kitty every now and then. But anyway, I don't know how to get away with it. Anyway, so... And Jessica Johnson says, we have some wonderful special guests this year to go along with our fantastic authors, artists, our fantastic author. Am I the only one there? What? Artists and vendors. We have W.F. Bell from The Walking Dead, Paul Taylor from Hellraiser, Judgment, and one more that will be announced in the next couple of weeks. That is going to be so much fun. Looking forward to that. And oh dear, he said it. She heard you. Yep, Pillow Bands caught my attention. Wow. And Jen Thompson, you're the best. You're the best, sweetheart. I love you. And no lady likes to snuggle or dine, accompanied by a porcupine. Burma shave. Oh. And Jake says, but to change subject, Cancer Society wants me to do a show for kids in a hospital for them. I'm truly honored. Yes, that is an honor indeed, Jake. And good for you. Good for you. And a good time in Champagne in the same sentence. Says Sarah. Hey, Sarah, I spent 32 years there, and I have to agree with you. After a certain point. And authors. Okay, so I've got competition now. That's cool. Anyway. One more. Here we go. And see, we did come prepared. So, now that I can't get Dino Porn out of my mind again. So thanks, Jen. Anyway, when I show up in Peoria in that Velociraptor suit, look out for Mr. Short Arms. But anyway, you have no competition, Cindy. Thank you, sweetheart. I love you. And and let's see. And Magic and Jake, 2 guys walked into a bar. The third duck. Good for him. Yay! And time for more. More what? Good God, Jen. What kind of glutton for punishment are you here? You poor thing. This is, is this therapeutic? What? I don't understand. Anyway, folks, don't forget, folks, please leave us a reaction. Whether you're watching us, take a little moment and boop that bell, as a wise man once said, on Facebook, and be notified of our future appearances. And please like, love, or send us admonishment on Facebook. And let's see here. And today, for the first time in ages, the Rising Tide Publications page and YouTube are tied with viewers today. We're glad to have you all, and hope. And I want to see that costume. Well, there's probably still movies of me out there, especially the one with me in Tijuana. We did a show regular. Well, we'll tell you later. We'll tell you about it later, Jen. Anyway, John B. Pike of Big Kitties. Yeah. I don't know how we get away with it, John. Anyway, so I'm thinking let's wind this down. What do you say, people? Because it's getting warm in here. And here we go. We got some more. And a horse walks into a bar. The bartender says, "Why the long face?" Thank you, Magic of Jake. And here we go. Oh, and Me too, Jen. Me too. And here we go. All right, Cindy Cap has got the next one here. Let's see. The one who drives, who while he be drinking, depends on you to do his thinking. Burma shave. Never wind this down, says Jen Thompson. That's right. I'll just leave and you guys take over. How does that sound? We'll go on autopilot here. Of course, what is it? There's an issue of the Saga of Swamp Thing. What was it? There was one issue ended, Cindy, with a scene of one of the protagonists driving down this. He realizes who the menace is in the book, that it's somebody that's kind of infiltrated their myths, and he's driving down the road, a rainy road, trying to save his wife from this menace. And the captions read, what was it? The night may make a man more brave, but not more sober. And he crashes into the sign and it says Burma shave. So, and why use kitties when you can have a cougar? Well, Jake, you're the right age to find out. Anyway, Jessica Johnson. Authors include Brian K. Morris, Kathy Jackson, Amy Hale, Morgan Comnick, Jason Nugent, Jessica Matthews, and more that I cannot think of without my list. Oh, my God. I know the feeling. I do know the feeling. There's just something about my brain that shuts down when I do this show. And all the whatever few filters I've got just go magically out the window. But anyway, and we no longer worry about rails. And BKM, what is it about Swamp Thing that I can't get into it? You know, the thing is, John, I think it depends on when you get into it. The original 10 issues by Len Wein and Bernie Wrightson, I think, are marvelous. They are as good as it gets, okay? That's comics to me. The Alan Moore run was really, really good. The Rick Veitch that followed Alan Moore were also excellent. But then after that, I couldn't get into them either. I read them, but I didn't quite enjoy them on the same level. So I understand the inability to get into it. And sometimes it also relied on you to have a thorough knowledge of the history of comics at times when they did stuff that was in continuity. So I understand it. And, you know, especially, and if your gateway was like either of the two movies, you're just all kinds of hosts there, John. I'm sorry to say, but I like Swamp Thing. But you know, there are periods when he's better than others. And Sarah says, I'm a cougar. Look out for Sarah. She's a man eater. And ooh la la, red cougar, here I come, says the Magic Jake. I don't think the words mean what you think they do. And the Swamp Thing, it's slobbering time. Jen Thompson, when's your next comic coming out, Brian K. Morris? That's a good question. I'm working on something. I really am. It's kind of a sci-fi noir comic that I'm working with Damian Waldron. And, of course, always got projects going with Eric Hawkins and stuff that as soon as he and I stop being busy at the same time, we'll do another comic together. So hopefully soon. And don't die, go feed Cookie. I should get her food prepared. She'll be home in 4 hours. Anyway, thank you, Jake. But yeah, it's like that's the way it is now. Okay, it's like, where do I go from here? I know we can say hello to people and we can thank them for sponsoring the show, such as Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you. You want a great cover on that great book of yours? Then contact Jeffrey Hayes at Plasma Fire Graphics. Check out the Facebook page for many many printed examples of his work. He's a highly respected name in the new pulp field. And then go to plasmafiregraphics.com and check out what he offers you there. And then contact him about his rates. You'll be amazed at how independent, creator friendly they are. As Plasma Fire Graphics, so the look of your book matters to you, because it definitely matters to your readers. We've got more comments here. And let's see. Not Sarah. What? I see a cute redhead outside Toodles. Jake, look out. Look out, Jake. Anyway, have fun storming a castle. Cindy, I'm taking a couple runs just for you. And everyone take care and stay creative. You too, Rick Bradley. Thank you for being here. And, I still need Eric Hawkins to show up at one of our expos. Well, if you sweet talk him the way you sweet talk me, darling, I'll put in a good word for you, that's for sure. But anyway, check out the IAB, the Indie Author Book Expo. Always a great time, and superb combination of authors and other craftspeople. Definitely want to check them out. I will be at least 2 of them, hopefully more. So, and thanks for hosting the adventure. Cindy Kip, thank you for being a part of it, okay? And Castle, is that what we call it now? Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah, it's code, John. You know it's code. Anyway. That's what we've got going there. And go sign up for the Rising Tide newsletter. That's right, by God. You get hung up on this one. It's done well. But anyway, check us out at risingtide.pub so that you can sign for our monthly newsletter. Next issue goes out March 1st, the day before my birthday. And I don't think Jake understands what a cougar refers to. Sarah, I know he doesn't. But you can be my cougar anytime, sweetheart, even though I'm significantly older than you and everyone else on this place. I'm older than all of you combined some days. But anyway, check out Plasma Fire Graphics. Also, we want to tell you all that we thank all of our Patreon patrons for keeping this show on the air, and also our publications in line. And if you want to check some of these people out, they have their own active Patreon pages that may be worth your attention. But anyway, if you want to see what I offer you in exchange for your monthly financial support, and it's a modest amount that we seek, go to www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris and find out. You'll be glad you did, and so will I. We're also a part of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. And tonight will be Tidbits and Scribbles with Michaela Jade. And coming soon to Monday nights will be Rick Bradley's R&D Gaming. We've got all kinds of great shows there. Take a screen capture, or better yet, go to our Facebook page and give it a like so that you'll be notified of all new stuff. Plus, you'll see an inventory of past broadcasts. And so let's get back to this, and we've got a couple more comments. And here we go. And Jen Thompson says, I'm working on one in Kansas, but we got 2 in Iowa and 1 in Illinois. That's true. So far, so good. Yeah, Mason City's a little far for me, unfortunately. It's right on that border line. I might try it, though. I'll talk to Cookie about it. I'll see what I can do. And yeah, I do. I love older girls. Well, then what are you going after Sarah for? She's in the prime of her youth. What can I tell you? And she mocks me with her laughter, and I know what a cougar is. And hello, Sarah. That's what I say. Anyway, and Jen Thompson goes, you're only old as you feel. You, sir, should feel 17. Well, Jen, some days, to quote George Burns, I feel like a 20-year-old, but there's never one around. But anyway, except for my knees, I don't feel my age. I really don't. I certainly I'm grateful I got this far. And Cindy says, I feel 1/20th of a millennium because I am. And now we got to sit here and do math. Thanks to Cindy Kemp. Thanks, then, Cindy. And I like Vegas showgirls. Viva Las Vegas. Oh, Jake, they cripple you. Anyway. And yeah, and I'm a sexagenarian now, so don't think I don't get any mileage out of that little bit of knowledge, that's for sure. But anyway, now that Jake's revealed his secret kink to us, we're going to take our leave of you all and say thank you all for being here. Appreciate you as always. I really do. And let's see, we got one more comment. And hope you all are doing well. Acuff Creations, mwah, and massively wonderful broadcaster on the Rising Tide Network and other places. We hope you're doing well too, my dear Keisha. Mwah. hope all is well with you. And we hope all is well with you guys, too. Y'all take care now, all right, of each other as well. And remember, we are responsible for each other. So, you may not be your brother's keeper, but it doesn't hurt to look in on him every now and then. And anyway, we've got a comic book manuscript to edit, and got to get started on working on some editorial notes from Cookie. So anyway, now that I've undergone all that, we're ready for the rest of the day. So anyway, folks, thank you all for being here as always. And we appreciate your being here. You could have been anywhere else, but you chose to spend it with us. And if you're watching us on the rerun, we appreciate you too. Please leave us a comment down below, especially on YouTube, and we'll try to get back to you. All right. And we got more comments as we close out the show. And, okay, bye. Skunk, I hope you have a great day, my brother. You take care. And hashtag Donkey Show. That's where we did the Triceratops thing, Sarah. We've got movies. And Dino Porn or Cindy's jokes both are awesome. They are, Jen. Oh my gosh, you get both of us at the same show. You'll get clean jokes and nasty me. It'll be great. And ciao for now, Sarah. Mwah. Talk to you later. Much love to you too, Jake. And bye. Love you. I love you too, Jen. We'll talk soon, I promise, hon. And we'll talk to you too. We'll talk to you Wednesday morning on a new Never Mind the Furthermore on Wednesday morning. And we hope you have a great Monday. Hope you get the opportunity to make it really great for someone else as well. And let me get to the place where I need to be. There we go. And as always, folks, thank you again for being here. In all seriousness, I appreciate you all. So great to see some names I don't see all that often here. And we hope you have an excellent Monday. And if possible, make it an excellent one for somebody else as you travel through this universe. Take care of yourselves, and as always, stay smart, stay safe, wash your hands, and never apologize for being awesome. Have a great Monday, everyone. We'll see you Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central on Never Mind the Furthermore. Bye-bye and take care.
Thank you for watching Never Mind the Furthermore, a Rising Tide Broadcast Network production. If you enjoyed any part of this show, please give it a like or a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and consider becoming one of our Patreon supporters. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time on Never Mind the Furthermore.